Okay, so it turns out that CD Projekt Refund, they can't actually do anything for console players, and I really don't know what to think at this point. I want to make this clear. People that are saying that these developers absolutely suck, it's not like 100% the developer's fault. They possibly could have put in a little bit of extra work and they could have done a little bit better with their job, but given, like, if they had enough time, give developers enough time, they will give you a fully polished product. But when all of the higher ups, the investors, all of the shareholders, the community and everything, when it starts piling up, the developers they feel the pressure and it becomes harder, and when they're not given enough time, they can't release a fully polished product. But these higher ups, the CEOs and everything, they want the money straight away. They want it as fast as they possibly can. They want it in their pockets. They want to see all that profit flooding in. And it's just not a good look at all. Because between the higher ups, the investors, they've just given CD Projekt Red as a whole a lot lower of a reputation within the community. I'm really frustrated still. After finding out, well, I mean, I say after finding out, if you looked between the lines, you looked at the bigger picture, you thought outside the box, whatever phrase you want to use, you would have realised that the refund policy that they put in place didn't actually mean anything for the console players. It was just basically them saying, we know we've done wrong, we don't care if you really want to get a refund, we know a lot of you aren't actually going to be able to. So I'm going to read a little bit from this article. And I added this, I bookmarked it on my PC because I want to share, I want to basically open up everything so that you guys fully understand. I couldn't think of a way to word it, but I want you guys to fully understand exactly what is going on, because I've seen comments of people saying they can't get their refunds. I've seen it plastered all over social media and stuff. It's just not a smooth process. But if we take a look at this article, what I'll do is I'll leave it linked in the description if you want to read the entire thing for yourselves. But it says that CDPR, so CD Projekt Red, also now known as CD Projekt Refund, have stated that there are no special arrangements for refunds on their newly released game. And whilst most of the critical reception for the game has been positive for Cyberpunk 2077, there are concerns over poor performance, and damn right, 100%, the performance has been dreadful. And I've also heard a lot of people now saying that since their hotfix 1.04, the game's been even worse. And this is just another typical thing where they release the product and then, it'll be fixed in 6 months' time. Don't worry, we're working on fixing it. They should never have released it in the first place. They should have taken all the death threats and everything on the chin. I'm not saying the death threats were right. The people that did them, just fuck off. Don't ever threaten someone's life, especially over something as silly as a fucking delay on a game. Grow up. I heard it also happened with someone that was doing voice acting or something, like they played a character in The Last of Us 2. They were getting death threats. What is wrong with you people? Stop it. But CD Projekt Red put out a statement asking consumers to be patient until future patches could help stabilise the game. So basically, we've got your money now. We're really sorry that the game's come out broken. Like, that sorry has quotation marks either side. Like, they don't care. They're just going to tell you they're sorry to try and make you feel a little bit better. You know, all of that, like, you just put shiny shit in front of you and you're happy. All of the stuff that doesn't mean anything. They just say sorry to make it look better on themselves. And they've explained that fans were well within their rights to request a refund. And then in an investor call, the Senior Vice President of Business Development, Michael, explained that there would be no special treatment given to the developer from Sony and Microsoft. So basically, they say, if you would like to, you can request a refund for the game. We've released a dedicated email address for you to contact if you have problems getting a refund. But if you are on PlayStation or you're on Xbox, then you've got no fucking chance because there's nothing we can do about it. They've carried on to say you have to understand Microsoft and Sony, for every product that's released digitally on their storefronts, have their own refund policies. So they've put out that article saying you're allowed to request a refund, and now they're saying, oh yeah, but on the Xbox and the PlayStation, like, that's the part that's obvious, just everyone managed to skip that part somehow. But they've said, like, Microsoft and Sony, we can't do anything about it, so if they say no refund, they say no refund. So what are Sony going and doing? Because they've probably had a lot of requests for refunds just based on what they've said. But Sony have apparently been urging their users to hold out for upcoming patches that will provide more stability. So they've said, no, you've paid money for this product, you now own this product. If you want to play this or anything, then you have to wait for updates. We are not giving you your money back. And that is bullshit. Sony should be handing these refunds out like nobody's business. The same with Microsoft. It's not fair for them to keep the money. Like, people basically got robbed. That's exactly what what's happened with this whole fucking situation. CD Projekt Red have overhyped the game. They've promoted it like there's no tomorrow. They've gone absolutely mental with this game, and millions of people, like other game development companies or whatever, delayed their games because of the hype surrounding Cyberpunk 2077. They showed their Night City Live wires, they showed little bits of gameplay, there were review copies sent out for PC only. Obviously they're not going to give console ones knowing the state of the game, but they did all of that stuff and they released a product, and the final product was still early access. It's pretty much still a beta. There are bugs all over the place and everything. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of you already know exactly what's going on. If not, there's other videos and stuff on the channel. And there are other people complaining about this on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure some streamers are probably kicking off too. And just a lot of people on social media. You'll see clips and stuff and memes put up everywhere. But the final product come out, and everyone, I'm going to say people on last-gen consoles got robbed. People are still sticking to their point of, I don't know why you're trying to play it on last-gen, that's like 7-year-old hardware. 8 years ago, roughly, is when development started for this game. So it was only years after development when next-gen consoles were announced. People would not have known 8 years ago that the next-generation consoles are going to be released this year. So this game was designed for those last-gen consoles. So it's absolute bullshit for someone to say, this weren't meant for the PS4 and the Xbox One base versions. Of course it fucking was. If it wasn't supposed to be for that platform, they wouldn't have released it for that platform. I mean, actually, there's in some way it might not have been, with the latest parts of development and adding everything into the final game. It could have been tough to get it to the last-gen consoles, but they're obviously going to because that's more money. They know a lot of people have held back, and there's been a lot of problems with production of the newest generation of consoles. So, yeah, possibly could have been another trick to get some more money in. But the consoles, they should have done better, because the consoles, the hardware within the Xbox One and the PS4 should have been more than capable of handling this game, because development started based on those consoles. But yeah, the product come out, and people have spent their money, lots and lots of money, by the way. Just Steam alone, there has been millions and millions and millions of sales. They had already, just within digital copies of this game, within the first day, made every penny back that they've ever spent on this game. So everything from now on is just pure profit. Every single purchase is just pure profit. And they've probably already made millions and millions of just pure profit. But with people spending all of that money on this game, Sony are now refusing refunds, saying, no, we want you to wait for updates. They are withholding your money, but the worst part is, I saw someone in the comments mention, this is illegal in the UK. And blah blah blah, if you buy a product you're entitled to a refund within the first 30 days, especially if said product is broken. I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter who you want to contact, you're never going to beat the system that's been put in place for this. If you say to Sony, I want a refund on this game, they say no, what are you going to do? Because you can't say, I'm going to go get a lawsuit, I'm going to take you to court. Sony are going to laugh at you, they are literally going to laugh in your face, because it's going to cost you at least like a 7 or 8 figure sum in order to actually take these to court, and you're going to probably lose the battle, and what for? All for a £50-60 game? It's not worth your time even thinking of this process going to court for fraud, theft, whatever. Pointless. These are all big corporations. But yes, they have taken your money, and there's nothing you can do about it. So there's obviously been a lot of people that have struggled to get refunds. I don't think this is fair at all. I don't know what CD Projekt Red could even do about it. But it does just go to say that that dedicated email that everyone was giving praise to, that wasn't ever designed for console players to use. Because if they know they have no special arrangement with Microsoft and Sony, and there's nothing they can do to persuade Microsoft or Sony to give you a refund, then they've obviously just released that email address for people to get that like false sense of hope, for PC players that are buying it on GOG, which is CD Projekt Red's own platform. Because even Steam, if Steam say no, it's up to them. It's their digital storefront. There's nothing CD Projekt Red can do about any of them. And before people start saying, oh yeah, but it's CD Projekt Red, they did so good with The Witcher 3. No. If this was Ubisoft, EA, Bethesda, any of those companies, everyone would be going fucking apeshit. But because it's CD Projekt Red, there has been loads and loads of people that have just let it slide. Like they've let the whole problem disappear. And that is not right. Get out of CD Projekt Red's arsehole. Think of I'm going to say at least hundreds of thousands of people that have paid their hard-earned cash to play this game. And it's been a broken fucking mess. The further I get into the story, the worse it gets for me. But that's my personal experience. Everyone experiences this game differently. Some people working perfect, some people completely broken, some people bugs every now and then. Literally case by case basis. So yeah, the entire refund system did not go how they first announced it. People thought that, oh, if we just contact this email, we're going to get ourselves a refund. It hasn't gone down like that. Sony are refusing refunds and telling people just to wait for updates on the game. So if you've purchased it and you've tried getting a refund because of a bad experience, I'm going to apologise and say, I'm sorry that you got absolutely fucked over. I do really hope that within the next 3 to 6 months, you will be able to play your game with a smooth, enjoyable experience. Because this game, when it works, is really, really good. The developers have done a fantastic job with the story and the game world and everything. It just needs some updates and it needs fixing. But it needs that really fast. I'm going to leave the video there. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it.